Hey everyone, it's Catherine. I'm glad you stumbled across this video today because I'm going a little bit rogue. There's no formal guidebook of how to become a YouTuber. There's no manual. There's no WikiHow article. You just kind of have to figure it out on your own. I'm here to divulge to you every little secret I've picked up along the way and how I learned to do it. It's never been harder to grow as a YouTuber, and I think some of these things will help you out. So here we go. Number one, if you didn't know, the YouTube algorithm is now all about watch time, like almost exclusively based on watch time.
It's like, views, watch time is where it's at.
Which means that if you make a 4-minute video and people watch 3 minutes and 57 seconds of it, you're golden. That's gonna be a really, really well-performing video based on the algorithm. Your video is gonna look more attractive on YouTube. Versus if I make this video and it's 10 plus minutes long and you only watch 3 minutes of it, that's like a 30% watch rate, and so that means that my video is gonna perform not as well. So please, if you wanna help me grow, watch the rest of this video and don't click off. But that's not new information, that's not a secret. The secret is, how do you know how long to make your videos? How do you know if a 4-minute video is better or an 8-minute video is better? We all know Casey Neistat makes his videos around 7 or 8 minutes, but why is that the best time? So if you go on your YouTube analytics and you go to audience retention, there you can see the average watch time per video. So you can go per video and see average how long people watch of that video. You could go per month, what's the average watch time, your entire time on YouTube, what's the average watch time, and see what people usually stay around for. Can they handle your personality for 5 minutes, for 15 minutes, for 2 minutes? And try to base your videos around that time. Obviously not all videos can make it within that, but if you want the highest level of engagement and promotion based on the YouTube algorithm, use the audience retention feature, and there you can sort of pinpoint what the best time would be to shoot for when you're filming your videos. Number 2, Final Cut Pro is life. We all know this to be true. Almost every single YouTuber I watch, I can tell they use Final Cut Pro. And if not, on very, very basic videos, they might use iMovie. The real only other option is Adobe Premiere, which is a much more cinematic, sort of complex option. But Final Cut Pro is very, very intuitive. It is a couple $100s, so it's an investment. But if you've always wondered how people do these special effects and how they do all these cool things, you can't be doing that on iMovie for the most part, although there are adjustments you can make. If you want your editing to be as dynamic and as popping as a bigger YouTuber, you're probably gonna have to download Final Cut Pro at some point. So number 3, along with that, when you're learning Final Cut Pro, or if you're still using iMovie and you're wondering, like, how does Aspen Ovard get those cool title sequences? Or how does Remy Ashton get those transitions between her clips? A wonderful, wonderful resource is, not surprisingly, right here on YouTube. Her name is Gabrielle Marie, and her whole channel is basically this video times like a million. Like, she makes editing hacks, editing tutorials, shows you how you can make those slides yourself and not have to pay the premium price for those, because a lot of times YouTubers will just buy those editing packs online. If you're using iMovie and you don't want to use Final Cut Pro, she has a lot of ways where you can kind of trick viewers into thinking that you have a more complex editing software than you do. So number 3 is really just head over to her channel, and that will give you so much insight into sort of all the questions you have about these really cool looking editing effects. If you'd rather not DIY those effects yourself, I'll also have the website down below in the description box where most people buy their effects from if you want to just go straight to the source, although they are kind of pricey. Number 4 is something that I see people flop on all the time, and that's how to do screen capture. If you've ever seen a YouTuber put up an animation of a MacBook Pro or an iPhone and they show actually someone clicking through apps or clicking through a website, I've done this on this video a bit, and if you're wondering how does she do that, you don't have to buy anything special. A lot of people will buy certain apps to have their iPhone be mirrored onto their computer. You don't need any of that. All you need to do for your iPhone is have an iPhone cable, plug it into your laptop, then open up QuickTime, which I think comes with almost every single laptop, and then you just need to say File, New Screen Recording, or New Movie Recording. And that'll allow you to directly bring up your iPhone. You can click record. If you want to show your laptop screen, you don't have to plug in your iPhone at all. You just have to say File, New Screen Recording, and you're on your way. Number 5, how to make above minimum wage on YouTube. A lot of times you'll find yourself filming for an hour, editing for 3 hours, doing the thumbnail and all the uploading for another hour. You've worked on the video for 5 hours, and if that video doesn't make you $50 on AdSense, you are working for less than minimum wage on your videos, which is totally fine. It's fine if you're not into YouTube for the money.
In fact, if you're in it for the money, you're not going to get very far on YouTube.
That's actually very admirable. But if you want to have the money to buy Final Cut Pro and you want to have the money to buy a new lens, sponsorships are the way to go. Doing just a few sponsorships could do you a whole lot of good, and if you're watching this video with just a few thousand subscribers and think you aren't qualified to do those, you totally are. You don't have to have an agent or a manager to get you sponsorships. There are tons of websites right now that will link you to an advertiser or a company, and you can directly do it there. It'll tell you how many subscribers you need, what the payout is like. There's FameBit, Grapevine Logic, Revfluence, Relio. There are tons and tons. Just make an account. You can link your Instagram and your YouTube and your blog and your Twitter, and then you can choose from there which ones fit most cohesively with the theme of your channel. Number 6 is something I struggled with a lot, and not having a manager or an agent or someone that really knows the business, I didn't know how much to charge for these sponsorships. What's appropriate was asking for too much, and honestly, I would always recommend asking for too much. They can always bring it down, but they're never gonna bring it up for you. So you gotta ask for more than you would probably expect to make. But the way you know how much to ask for in any case is through Social Blue Book. This is sort of a dangerous tool because it can really get you down a dark road of like comparing your stats to someone else's stats and like seeing who's more competitive. But I recommend just logging in with your YouTube account or Instagram account on Social Blue Book, and it'll tell you a range for a sponsorship. So if you just do a shout out in the video, how much should you charge for that? If you do like a featured spot with no other brands, just that brand in it, how much should you charge? And that'll give you a little bit more of a comfortable starting place, although you can totally go higher than that, lower than that. It's up to you, but that's a good benchmark if you're just totally lost. Number 7, background music is something I get curious about all the time. In fact, you can probably find me in the comments section on a bunch of vloggers like, where did you find this music? Where is the music at 102? Like I always am curious where they find music so they don't get copyrighted, because that's the main problem on YouTube. You can use songs from John Mayer and Kehlani and whoever you want for 30 seconds, but beyond that, you're gonna get flagged most of the time. Your video could become not viewable in most countries, it could be taken down, it could be not monetized. So how do you get music that's not copyrighted? Most of the time, people are looking through YouTube Audio Library. They have a ton of soundtracks that are guaranteed to not be copyrighted, so you can totally use that and look through that system. You can also go to Alumo Music. They have really like happy ukulele background music for makeup tutorials and like boyfriend tags and stuff like that. There's also some paid subscription services you can go through to get their audio libraries. And then there are a ton of SoundCloud artists that make Casey Neistat's music and a bunch of other people's music. I'll try to have as much of that music linked down below for you to use. Number 8, once you've used all those editing hacks and you put the music on, when it comes time to start doing the thumbnail and you take a nice screenshot from your video, if you want to blur out the background so you can put text over it more easily or it's just more easy to see, I use an app called Tada. It's only on your phone, so what you can do is you send that photo to your phone, open up Tada, you highlight the section you want to be in focus, and then the rest of it will automatically be blurred. You can control how blurry it is, what section of the photo you want to be blurry, if it's a gradient of blurriness, and for me, that's how I do almost every single one of my thumbnails. I'm not sure if there's a better or worse way to do it. That's my little secret that I have no problem giving away. Number 9, when it comes time to edit that thumbnail and put text or graphics on top of it, almost everyone uses PicMonkey. And also if you pay for the subscription service, like the PicMonkey Pro, you can split it with someone and just share an email. And that'll allow you to get to the really advanced sort of text effects that almost every YouTuber uses. Most thumbnails use Babus New as the font. You can download it from any of those free font websites. And then what they do is they'll either put that in black or white, and they'll go to the extra features on PicMonkey and put some shadowing on that to make it more defined, to make it more visible. I had wondered for literally years how people did that, and I finally figured it out by splitting my account and having that extra feature turned on. Number 10, your video is all done, the thumbnail's good, the music is good. When do you upload that video? When's the best time to do so? I can't necessarily tell you like a time of day that's best, although I usually shoot for between like 9 and like 3 p.m. my like Pacific Standard Time. That's just like my thing, but people do it any time of day and get great viewership, so I'm not really sure. But day of the week wise, if you want to establish a video schedule, like I upload every Wednesday or I upload every Saturday, and you want to know when the actual best day is, watch time is your best friend on the analytics page. Watch time will show you when people are viewing your videos the most. So you can view by week. It'll tell you like January 16th through January 23rd, and you can see each day, when did you get the most viewership? If you look at that over a 3-month span, they literally write down every spike, and every day of the week it's on, you can see, is Tuesday the most common thread? Does it not matter whatsoever? Does it really just correlate with the, random days I post? You can see, do people usually watch my videos the day after I upload them, the day that I do upload them? And you may or may not want to strategize around that, but that's really the only way to see, when's the most popular day for your viewership on your channel. Number 11 is honestly my favorite YouTube hack ever. I discovered this past summer, and it is so damn helpful. Like, I love it. If you ever collab with another YouTuber, or you ever mention your YouTube channel on Twitter or Instagram or a website, every time you link your channel, you should be putting at the end of that !sub_confirmation = 1. That's a random little string of characters, but if your link looks like this with your channel name and that at the end, when people click on that, it'll automatically prompt them to subscribe before they look at your channel. And that is just such a better way to grow your channels, to have someone, every time they click on that link, kind of be already prompted to subscribe to you. This is the time of the video where I'm gonna plug my channel to subscribe to. If you like this video at least a little bit, just subscribe. There's gonna be better content coming along the pipeline. You should be using that link every single time because it still leads people to your channel and also is gonna boost their rate of subscribing to you. Let me know which hack you loved the most in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time, and Katherout.